Welcome, graduates, friends, and families. I am Professor Zoe Barsness, Director of the MBA program and Associate Dean of Academic Programs and Student Affairs at the MILGARD School of Business. I am honored to be here this afternoon celebrating you, the MILGARD graduating class of 2020. To open our celebration, I'd like to welcome our Dean, Altaf Merchant, who'd like to share a few opening words with us.
Hello, I'm Altaf Merchant, the Interim Dean of the MILGARD School of Business. On behalf of the faculty and staff of the MILGARD School, welcome to our very first virtual hooding ceremony. My hearty congratulations to you on this important occasion. My special greetings to your family, friends, and loved ones who have supported you during your academic studies. You have worked hard. It is now time to take a bow and celebrate. This marks the end of one journey and start of another one. You start with your new journey armed with the latest knowledge and a strong education. What we hear from our corporate partners is that MILGARD students live by values of hard work, tenacity, and flexibility to change with circumstances and realities. You are our ambassadors. I am sure you'll make us proud. You are now our alumni. Please stay in touch. Connect with your favorite professors, classmates, and staff. You'll be hearing from us about alumni events. I urge you to participate in them. Come back and relive the days you spent with us as students. Remember, learning is an ongoing process. Our mission is to support you in this lifelong journey. In the coming decades, many of you will remain in this part of the country, many elsewhere in the United States and around the world. Some of you will come back as speakers, recruiters, donors, members of our advisory councils, guest teachers, and many more. Remember, wherever you are, the MILGARD School is here for you, and keep that in your heart. Some of you have been inducted in the Honor Society of BGS because of your stellar academic performance. This is indeed an honor. Wear it with pride. BGS members go on to serve in critical leadership roles in corporate, entrepreneurial, government, nonprofit, and academic sectors. Members currently reside in all 50 states in the United States and more than 190 countries. In conclusion, always remember that we are here for you as your friends and cheerleaders. Wishing you the very best and congratulations once again. Enjoy your success and this ceremony. Onward and forward, go Huskies.
Thank you, Dean Merchant. Each year, we poll the graduating students and ask them to nominate their choice for MBA Program Faculty of the Year. It is my pleasure and happy task to recognize this year's awardee, Professor Michael Frank, who helped the students tackle quantitative methods. Michael joined our faculty after retiring as a vice president from a major engineering and manufacturing company where he had the opportunity to lead in multiple disciplines, including engineering, program management, finance, and operations. He also had careers as a theoretical physicist and chef. He earned a PhD in theoretical physics from Penn State University and has completed executive education courses at Wharton in finance and the Brookings Institution on international business. And he has 19 publications and refereed journals. Through multiple careers, Michael has practiced, observed, mentored, and taught leadership at every level. His hope is to bring these experiences to developing leaders. And our MBA graduates clearly agree it has been their good fortune to be mentored and taught by Professor Frank. Please welcome Michael Frank, our MBA Faculty of the Year.
Hey all, Michael Frank here with a couple of quick remarks. First, thank you so much for selecting me as your MBA Faculty of the Year. I am deeply honored and grateful. Secondly, congratulations on completing your MBA. That's a huge achievement and one for which you should be very proud of yourselves, as I am proud of all of you. Finally, Good luck on your continued success. Best wishes.
Thank you, Michael. Each spring, our graduating students also nominate a colleague to speak at our hooding ceremony. And this year, they have recognized their colleague, Carl Beal, who graciously accepted their invitation. Carl graduated with his BA in Therapeutic Recreation in 2010 from Eastern Washington University. Since then, he has worked in the healthcare industry, providing support to children and adults in the mental health field. Currently, Carl is the Interim Director of Clinical Services at Fairfax Behavioral Health, and of course, an MBA graduate. Please welcome Carl.
Thank you, Dr. Barsness. When I left high school more years ago than I want to remember, I never imagined I would be addressing my fellow MBA graduates, let alone becoming one. I'm incredibly humbled to have been chosen to speak with you all today. Without being able to hear your reactions, I'm just going to pretend you are all laughing at my jokes and applauding at what I'm sure will be very profound statements. Thanks for the laughs. I know this virtual graduation is not what we all anticipated or how we envisioned this moment. The thing about the present is it's fleeting, ever-changing, and often brings surprises. Some of those surprises involve discovering new potentials, while others are much more challenging. The MILGARD School of Business has not only advanced our academic growth, but has also supported the continued expanse of our potential. As we move forward, we must remain lifelong learners and adapt as our future becomes the present. Like many of you, I have been working full-time and in my career for several years. So when I walked into the first quarter of business communication, microeconomics, and quantitative methods, I felt like I got this. Well, maybe not microeconomics, that one was a bit rough. The truth is, each quarter has brought its own set of challenges and obstacles. Sometimes it was a mental block, a brain bandwidth problem, exhaustion from 16-hour days, endless case studies and Harvard business reviews, just never ending, snowmageddon that shut the state down, social isolation or frontline exposure, the great digital migration of 2020, or the collective consciousness that our world is not yet where we need to take it. Not yet where we need to take it. Those future-focused words that allow us to work through the hardest times. As aspiring leaders, we have the opportunity and responsibility to fight against social and racial injustice through the choices we make and how we hold our leaders accountable. I have no doubt that many of you will be the leaders of our future. We must continue to support one another much the way we did in this program, even when that support calls out the mistakes that we make. We must choose to strive to be the leaders our peers, our family, and our children can be proud of. Over these past 2 years, we have built friendships and Zoom families with intelligent, caring, and inspirational individuals. Every one of you has been instrumental in the success we all share today. To all of our family and friends watching today, each of you has a stake in the success and pride that we are all feeling right now. Thank you for your commitment to our growth over the years. Shannon and Eliana, I could not have made it to this point without you. To my fellow graduates, be proud. Proud of what you have accomplished and the abilities you take with you. Walk tall. You're an MBA graduate. And you should probably stretch out your back from all of the Zoom meetings you have doing. Show your purple and gold. You have earned this. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Carl. Those were wonderful words. Before we advance to the formal hooding and then the real celebration, I'd like to share a few final thoughts with you myself as one of your collaborators in learning. Today is the culmination of your years of hard work in pursuit of your master's degree in business administration. Dinners and social events with family cut short or missed, the strain of balancing many, oftentimes conflicting priorities and commitments, all that sustained stress, coupled with the joys and occasional frustrations, as Carl alluded to, of stretching yourselves to master new skills, gain fresh insight, and develop deeper understanding. During the past several years, you have worked incredibly hard. You've juggled many balls deftly, work, family, school, while simultaneously navigating momentous transitions. In your personal lives, many of you embarked on new relationships, got married, welcomed children into your lives. On the professional front, many of you took on new roles at work, joined new organizations, or even launched yourselves onto completely new career paths. And then this spring, in the face of a global pandemic, great social unrest, and deep community anguish, you faced additional adversities, great and small, at work, home, and school, and in your communities. Yet you rose to meet those countless unanticipated, even scary challenges that were thrown your way. You dug deeper, demonstrated once again your grit, and you did so while displaying great grace and compassion for each other, your coworkers, your family, and members of your community. In the face of great adversity and uncertainty, you came together as you have throughout this program. It's a program that's small but strong in its tight-knit character, much like a family. And at this point, you know each other so well. And like a family, you appreciate and care deeply for each other, not just because of your recognized and well-appreciated strengths, but even more so for your quirks and wonderful individuality. So while your MILGARD journey may be coming to a happy, celebratory close today as your loved one hoods you, know that you go forward to meet the serious challenges presented by our current moment, supported by the strong ties that you've woven together and already leveraged so adeptly to lift each other up when you've stumbled, spur each other onto new growth opportunities and challenges, and celebrate each other's joys and successes. So to honor your amazing accomplishment, please bring forward your family member that you've asked to help hood you. As you are pulling together your hood or scarf or cord, I'd like to share a little background on what your hood represents. University commencements are exciting celebrations of student achievement, and they also provide faculty, students, and their families a visible connection to the birth of the modern university way back in the 12th century. The Black robes worn by graduating students and their faculty are known as academic regalia. And while the undergraduate at graduation robes seem all the same, at the graduate level, the regalia tell a rich story of the graduate's academic journey. The master's level, the regalia consists of a simple black gown, but you'll notice that your gown has longer sleeves. A lot of times in the past, those may have even been used as pockets. The headgear for the master's regalia is still the traditionally square mortarboard cap. And when you have conferred your degree, you're empowered to move that tassel from right to left. The master's hood, which we are just going to put on in a moment, is the modern interpretation of the hooded robes worn by medieval monks who taught in the early universities. The monks would use their hoods to keep warm in the winters and also to collect alms. The master's hood is 3.5 feet long and features a 3-inch velvet trim that indicates the graduate's academic discipline. The inside of the hood, displayed on the graduate's back, shows the colors of the school from which the graduate graduated. So let's move on to the actual hooding. Graduates, bring forward your hooding partner, and you'll want to have that person take hold of the hood. And make sure that the loop in the middle of the hood is unbuttoned, so that otherwise you're going to knock the mortarboard off, or hat off your graduate. You're going to separate the hood and then slip it over the head of your graduate with a narrow section of the hood in front of their neck. You can then smooth the velvet panels over their shoulders. And if you take a peek, when you look about a third of the way down the hood, as it lays on their back, you'll see a loop and a button. And you can go ahead and connect those. And then the last step is that you want to turn the velvet panels back and do so that the hood is displayed. So go ahead and commence the hooding.
Lindsay Antos. Carl Beal. Michelle Brown. Jocelyn Burgos Dagas Oct. Christopher Sellers. Jason Chapman. Jeff Chorath. Stephen Foster. Katie Glaser. James Goodman. Ellen Hermanson. Ned Daniel Kamimura. Heather Kesterton. Emily Knudsen. Juanita Muria Garcia. Jessica Rambus. Haley Saul. David Sechtman. Vanita Singh. Lora Sonnen. Andrew Tripp. Cindy Valerio.
So once again, I can say a hearty congratulations to our graduates. We are so very proud of you, and we are very proud to welcome you to the ranks of our MILGARD alumni. I hope that you have a wonderful celebration with your friends and families today, and a wonderful break, enjoying all your newfound free time over the summer. Thanks.